Welcome back to ABCGH Spoilers channel. Today, we have an action-packed, emotionally charged episode lined up for you. Secrets are about to unravel, confrontations will ignite, and relationships will be put to the test. Buckle up as we take you deep into the drama brewing in Port Charles, where love, betrayal, and danger collide in unexpected ways. Lucky Spencer's heroic but perilous rescue mission at Elizabeth Baldwin's home, an unwelcome guest makes his ominous presence known. Cyrus Renaud stands at her doorstep, his dark intentions hidden beneath a practiced smile. Elizabeth is no stranger to his threats, and she knows better than to let him in, but Cyrus is relentless. With a smooth yet unsettling insistence, he forces his way inside, making it clear that his business with her simply cannot wait. As the tension escalates, Elizabeth frantically tries to think of a way to escape his grasp. Just then, an overlooked yet crucial detail, the slice of cake Lucky Spencer left behind earlier, becomes a turning point. What should have been an innocent remnant of a visit soon turns into an unintentional trap. Lucky returns, unaware of the imminent danger awaiting him. The moment he steps inside, his protective instincts kick in. Cyrus, never one to waste time, makes his move. A struggle erupts between the two men, their bodies colliding in a desperate fight for control. But in a devastating turn of fate, the injection filled with digitalis originally meant to incapacitate Elizabeth finds its way into Lucky's arm instead. His body reacts almost instantly. The poison spreads through his system, causing his heart to race erratically before slowing to a terrifying degree. Elizabeth screams, rushing to his side as Cyrus watches with that same eerie calm. Did he mean for this to happen? Or did Lucky simply get in the way of his original plan? As sirens wail in the distance, heralding the arrival of medical responders, Lucky's fate hangs by a thread. The emergency team rushes him to General Hospital, but the question remains, will he survive this near-fatal encounter? And if he does, will he remember enough to expose Cyrus, or will the villain slip through the cracks yet again? Carly Spencer's romantic evening takes a drastic turn. Meanwhile, across town, Carly Spencer and Jack Brennan are enjoying what was supposed to be a romantic and intimate evening together. The restaurant ambience is perfect, the lighting dim, the wine flowing, soft laughter weaving through the conversations around them. But just as Carly leans in, ready to deepen their connection, a sudden notification on Brennan's phone disrupts the mood. The color drains from his face as he reads the message. Without explanation, he abruptly stands, knocking his chair back in his urgency. Carly's brow furrows in concern, confusion lacing her voice as she asks what's wrong. Brennan hesitates. Should he tell her? Should he lie? The moment stretches thin between them before he finally makes his decision. Without so much as a goodbye, he bolts out of the restaurant, leaving Carly staring after him, her mind whirring with 1,000 unanswered questions. What could possibly be so urgent? And why does it feel like this has something to do with Cyrus Renaud? Carly isn't one to sit idly by when something feels off. One way or another, she is going to find out exactly what Brennan is hiding. Lulu Spencer and Brook Linn Quartermaine, a battle of words at the Quartermaine estate. Lulu Spencer and Brook Linn Quartermaine's tenuous alliance is unraveling at a rapid pace. What started as a professional disagreement quickly spirals into a deeply personal and heated argument. Lulu, never one to mince words, delivers a scathing remark: if you are not getting what you want, it is your fault. Brook Linn's face hardens, her fists clenching at her sides. The weight of their shared history, their old wounds and unresolved tensions, bubbles to the surface. This is more than just a disagreement, this is years of resentment boiling over. But what neither of them realize is that the past is about to resurface in an even bigger way. A secret that Brook Linn has kept buried for years, a child she had with Dante Falconeri as a teenager, given up for adoption, will soon be thrust into the light. And when it does, it will shatter more than just her relationship with Lulu. Dante Falconeri's emotional discovery. Speaking of Dante Falconeri, he's about to have a conversation that will change everything. Sitting across from his longtime friend and partner, Harrison Chase, he senses the weight pressing on Chase's shoulders. Something is wrong. After several moments of hesitation, Chase finally speaks. His voice is tight with emotion as he confesses, "I just found out. I'm sterile." The words land like a hammer. Dante's heart clenches at the sheer devastation written across Chase's face. He knows how much Chase wanted a family, how much he envisioned a future with Brook Linn that involved children, laughter, and legacy. Now, that dream has been ripped away from him. Dante offers reassurance, but his mind can't help but wander. Because what he doesn't know yet, what none of them know, is that he and Brook Linn already share a child. A child lost to the past, now potentially coming back to haunt them all. Willow Corinthos is taken aback back at the Savoy. Another confrontation is unfolding. Drew Quartermain and Curtis Ashford, two men with a long and complicated history, are locked in an argument that quickly escalates beyond what anyone expected. Willow Corinthos, caught in the crossfire, watches in shock. She never imagined that things could get so heated between them, nor did she anticipate the level of fury in Drew's voice. What has pushed him to this edge? And why does Curtis seem just as unwilling to back down? Their fight is about more than just past grievances. There is something deeper at play, something that neither of them is willing to say out loud. And as Willow watches, she realizes that whatever this is, it isn't over. Brad Cooper and Lucas Jonas navigate an emotional crossroads. Elsewhere, Brad Cooper is in the middle of a deep and difficult conversation with Lucas Jonas. "Something isn't right," Brad says, his voice tinged with concern. Lucas sighs, running a hand through his hair before finally admitting the truth. "I just don't think I'm boyfriend material anymore." Brad's heart aches at the words. He has always believed in Lucas, always seen the best in him, even when Lucas couldn't see it in himself. Now, as Lucas struggles with self-doubt, Brad is determined to remind him of his worth. But will Lucas listen? Or is he already too lost in his own insecurities to believe in the possibility of love again? The future of Port Charles, uncertain, unstable, and unpredictable. With so many storylines colliding, the stakes in Port Charles have never been higher. Lucky fights for his life, Carly embarks on a mission to uncover the truth, and long-buried secrets are on the verge of exposure. As relationships are tested and betrayals come to light, one thing is certain: nothing will ever be the same again. Next, we have some exciting casting news and behind-the-scenes updates for all General Hospital fans. A fresh face is about to make waves in Port Charles, adding another layer of intrigue to the show's ongoing drama. From surprise introductions to nostalgic recasts, we've got all the details you need to know. So, let's dive right in. Charlie Besso, the rising star joining General Hospital. Soap newcomer Charlie Besso is set to make his much-anticipated debut on General Hospital as Tobias, a character whose name might sound familiar to longtime viewers. Tobias was first mentioned in a December 2023 episode when Aiden Spencer, in a heartwarming moment, came out to his mother, Elizabeth Baldwin. As they prepared a Christmas meal together, Aiden confided in his mom about his crush, and Elizabeth embraced his revelation with warmth and love. Now, several weeks later in GH's timeline, Aiden is ready to introduce Tobias to his parents. This storyline marks an important step in Aiden's journey, as he takes the courageous leap of bringing his new crush into the fold of his family life. For General Hospital, this is yet another powerful way of showcasing diverse relationships and inclusivity in daytime television. Fans can expect heartfelt moments, some awkward yet endearing interactions, and perhaps even a bit of unexpected drama as Tobias meets Elizabeth and Lucky Spencer. A special Valentine's celebration in March. Although Valentine's Day has long passed in the real world, General Hospital will be celebrating the romantic holiday on the upcoming Tuesday episode. Due to recent preemptions, primarily ABC's coverage of former President Jimmy Carter's state funeral on January 7, GH had to push back some of its scheduled storylines. As a result, fans will finally get to experience the long-awaited Valentine's festivities that were initially intended for February. While it may feel a little late, soap operas have a way of bending time, and this episode is sure to bring the charm and romance that GH fans look forward to every year. Expect plenty of heartfelt exchanges, surprises, and even some unexpected pairings as Port Charles residents get caught up in the spirit of love, despite the calendar saying otherwise. A temporary recast for Lucky Spencer. One of the most intriguing aspects of this episode is the temporary recast of Lucky Spencer. While Jonathan Jackson is the actor most synonymous with the role, he was unavailable for filming during this particular stretch. To keep the storyline moving smoothly, Days of Our Lives alum, Greg Wilson, has stepped in to portray Lucky for a handful of episodes. For those worried about Jackson's absence, fear not. The fan-favorite actor has already returned to set and is expected to appear on-screen again by the end of February. This short-term recast is merely a placeholder to keep Lucky's storyline active, ensuring that no important character moments are lost due to scheduling conflicts. While temporary recasts can sometimes feel jarring for longtime viewers, they also offer a unique opportunity for audiences to see a fresh interpretation of a beloved character. It will be interesting to see how Wilson brings his own flair to Lucky, even if it's just for a brief time. Charlie Besso's expanding career in entertainment. Although General Hospital marks Besso's official entrance into the world of daytime television, he is far from a newcomer to the acting world. At just 22 years old, the young star has already built an impressive resume spanning multiple streaming platforms. Besso made his television debut in 2022 with a role in The Calling, an original Peacock series where he played Vincent Conti in the first 4 episodes. His career has only gained momentum since then, with appearances in some of the most talked-about shows in the industry. One of his most notable recent roles was in Fallout, Prime Video's high-stakes drama adaptation of the popular video game franchise. Additionally, he recently wrapped up filming for the highly anticipated second season of The Night Agent on Netflix. Beyond acting, Besso is also making a name for himself in the music industry. A talented singer, he has garnered a strong following on Spotify, with thousands of monthly listeners tuning into his latest tracks. This multi-talented artist is clearly on the rise, and his stint on GH could introduce him to an entirely new audience who may soon be following his career across various entertainment mediums. What Tobias' arrival means for Port Charles. With Tobias officially stepping into the world of General Hospital, fans are already speculating about what his storyline might entail. While his introduction is tied to Aiden Spencer's journey, could there be more beneath the surface? As we know, Port Charles is a city filled with secrets, unexpected twists, and dramatic relationships. Could Tobias bring his own baggage along with him? Is there a connection to another character that we don't yet know about? Will Aiden's first real romance face hurdles neither of them saw coming? Beyond just the romantic implications, Tobias' presence could also serve as a catalyst for deeper conversations about identity, acceptance, and personal growth. If done right, this storyline could be a meaningful and long-lasting addition to the show, rather than just a fleeting romance for Aiden. Final thoughts: an exciting future for GH fans. With Charlie Besso's arrival, a surprise recast for Lucky Spencer, and a long-overdue Valentine's celebration, General Hospital continues to keep fans engaged with compelling storylines and fresh talent. This episode will deliver heartfelt moments, emotional revelations, and the kind of drama that keeps audiences coming back for more. So, what do you think? Are you excited to see Charlie Besso step into the role of Tobias? How do you feel about Greg Wilson temporarily taking over as Lucky Spencer? And what are your predictions for Aiden and Tobias' storyline? Next, we're diving into one of the biggest deceptions currently unfolding in Port Charles, a lie so tangled that its unraveling could shake the very foundations of multiple relationships. Jason Morgan and Sasha Corbin have gone to great lengths to protect Michael Corinthos' custody battle, but at what cost? Secrets don't stay buried forever in this town, and when the truth comes out, the fallout will be nothing short of catastrophic. Let's analyze the many ways this could all go terribly wrong and why it might be one of the most explosive reveals in General Hospital history. Michael Corinthos's inevitable return, a father's change of heart? At the heart of this deception lies one undeniable truth: Michael Corinthos is the biological father of Sasha's baby. While he may have convinced himself that staying away was the right decision, Michael isn't the kind of man who can remain detached from his child forever. Currently overseas in Germany, Michael is dealing with matters that have kept him at a distance. But as any longtime GH fan knows, a character's absence is never permanent. When he eventually returns, there's no doubt that he will feel the pull of fatherhood stronger than ever. Could Michael have a sudden change of heart? Could he realize that his child deserves to know the truth? If he does, it would mean an inevitable confrontation with Jason and Sasha, who have been working tirelessly to maintain this facade. Would Michael forgive them, or would he see their actions as an unforgivable betrayal? If he demands custody, the entire situation could spiral out of control. Tracy Quartermaine, the ultimate snooper. One person who could unearth the truth in an entirely unexpected way is Tracy Quartermaine. A woman known for her shrewd instincts and relentless curiosity, Tracy never lets a mystery slip past her. If she senses that Jason and Sasha are hiding something, it won't take her long to start investigating. And while she's not particularly fond of Willow Tate Corinthos or Drew Quartermaine, her allegiance has always been to the Quartermaine family. If there's any way that revealing this secret could be to her advantage, there's no question that she would do it. Would Tracy outright expose Jason and Sasha's deception? Or would she leverage it for her own gain, keeping the information close until the perfect opportunity presents itself? Either way, her involvement could change everything. Maxie Jones, a trusted confidant or a risky liability? Spoilers indicate that Sasha will confide in Maxie Jones in the coming episodes, and while Maxie would never intentionally betray her trust, accidents happen. Maxie's nature is that of a loyal friend, but she also has a history of letting important secrets slip at the worst possible moments. Whether she mentions something inadvertently in a public place or if she confesses to Damian Spinelli in an emotional moment, there's a real possibility that her involvement could be the beginning of the end for Jason and Sasha's carefully crafted lie. Spinelli, of course, is a tech genius who could easily put the pieces together with just a few breadcrumbs of information. And if he figures it out, it's only a matter of time before the truth spreads like wildfire. Genetics won't keep this lie under wraps. Another potential way the truth could come to light? Biology. Michael's son Wiley Corinthos has a heart condition, the very same one that Michael suffered from as a child. If Sasha's baby ends up needing medical care, the doctors could quickly realize that Jason is not a compatible match, leading to inevitable questions. In a classic soap opera twist, imagine a scenario where Sasha's baby requires a blood transfusion or a bone marrow transplant. If Jason is ruled out as a donor, it would only be a matter of time before the truth about the child's real parentage comes out. And once medical records are involved, even the most well-guarded secrets tend to unravel. Could a routine checkup be the very thing that exposes everything? Jason's history repeating itself. Jason Morgan is no stranger to stepping up and claiming children that aren't biologically his. He's done it before, and he's doing it again. Longtime GH viewers will remember that Carly Spencer once had Jason pretend to be Michael's father to keep AJ Quartermaine from knowing the truth. History seems to be repeating itself, and that alone should be a warning sign. Every time Jason has been involved in a scheme like this, the truth has eventually come out, leaving devastation in its wake. Why would this time be any different? And let's not forget Jason's past with Sam McCall. He stepped up again when she was pregnant with Sonny Corinthos' child. If history has taught us anything, it's that secrets like this don't stay buried. It's only a matter of time before Jason finds himself in the middle of another storm he can't control. Carly Spencer's sharp instincts will lead to the truth. If there's one person in Port Charles who can sniff out a lie from miles away, it's Carly Spencer. She hasn't fully pieced the puzzle together yet, but all the signs are there. When Michael was fighting for his life, he specifically asked for Sasha, something that didn't go unnoticed. Carly may not have reacted at the time, but the moment she senses that something is amiss, she will follow her instincts until she uncovers the full truth. And let's be honest, once Carly knows, it's game over. She won't be able to keep this secret to herself, especially if she believes that revealing it is in Michael's best interest. Danny Morgan could be the one to unravel everything. In a fascinating twist, it's possible that the truth might not come out through the adults in this story but through Jason's own son, Danny Morgan. Jason, in an effort to maintain some level of honesty, refuses to lie to Danny about the baby. However, Danny has always been close with his surrogate brother, Rocco Falconeri. If Danny shares what he knows with Rocco, who could easily misinterpret the situation and repeat it to the wrong person, the entire secret could be exposed without any of the adults even realizing what happened. Wouldn't it be ironic if all of Jason and Sasha's meticulous planning was undone by an innocent conversation between two kids? The explosive moment when the truth finally comes out. At this point, there are so many possible ways for this secret to be exposed that it feels inevitable. Whether it's through medical records, Carly's intuition, Tracy's meddling, or an accidental slip from Danny, Jason and Sasha's lie is on borrowed time. When the truth finally explodes, it won't just affect them, it will send shockwaves through the entire Corinthos and Quartermain families.